So today, we're going to dive into a company that's been in the IT game for, wow, almost 3 decades now. They promise to design solutions for a better tomorrow. Sounds great, right? But let's actually break down what that means for a business and see what BM Infotrade is all about. Okay, let's just start with a really simple question. Think about the tech your business runs on every single day. Is it a real partner, actually helping you grow? Or is it just a constant problem? A source of complexity, unexpected costs, and those security headaches that keep you up at night. If you're kind of nodding along to that second part, you are definitely not alone. Yeah, when you're facing that kind of technological mess, you don't just need another vendor trying to sell you something. You need a guide, right? Someone who's been there, done that. And that's exactly where BM Infotrade positions itself, as that experienced partner who can help you navigate through all that complexity. And get this, they've been doing it for over 29 years. Now, in the tech world, that's like a lifetime. Companies can pop up and disappear in a flash. So that kind of longevity, it really says something about their expertise and, honestly, their stability. And if you look at their journey, you can see this really clear, consistent thread. They started way back in 1996 with a pretty simple mission: just make IT simpler for people. Fast forward to today, they're a trusted partner all across India. But that original goal, it's still right at the heart of everything they're trying to do for the future. Okay, so that's the big promise, right? But how do they actually do it? Well, they've developed what they call a blueprint for success. And it's basically an end-to-end solution that's designed to cover pretty much all of a company's IT needs. Their whole blueprint is built on these 4 big pillars. First, cloud technologies. They handle the entire migration and implementation from start to finish. Then you've got data and AI, where they help you turn your data into something truly valuable. Of course, there's cybersecurity, keeping things safe and simple by stopping threats. And finally, digitization, using things like low-code and automation to innovate your processes. Altogether, these really cover the critical bases of any modern IT setup. Let's just zoom in on one of those pillars to make it real: the cloud. This chart perfectly shows the shift. You're moving away from spending a ton of money up front on hardware to a flexible pay-as-you-go model. You're swapping the headaches of in-house maintenance for having experts manage it all for you. It's about trading being stuck for being truly agile. It's a perfect example of their whole goal: simplify and empower. Now, you might hear them mention something called a next-gen SOC. It sounds super technical, I know, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Just imagine having a team of security experts working for you 24/7, using the best technology to watch over your business. Their whole job is to stop threats before they can do any damage. The key word there is proactive. It's not about cleaning up a mess, it's about preventing the mess in the first place. Of course, any company can put up a fancy website and talk a good game. We all know that. The real proof, the real test, is in the results. So let's shift gears from what they say they do to what their partners, the businesses who actually rely on them, have to say. And hey, they're not shy about the feedback. So let's hear directly from some of the folks who work with them day in and day out. First up, we have Vikram Singh Gar from Hannon Climate Systems, and he highlights something huge. He points out that the BM Infotrade team actually listened to his requirements and then came up with a solution that was balanced. It worked great, but it didn't break the bank. That's a pretty big deal. This next one from Shagun Sood at Patel Hospital, wow, it goes even deeper. It's not just about a single project. It really speaks to the company's entire character. When you hear phrases like unwavering commitment and strong business ethics, you know you're dealing with a company focused on building trust, not just selling tech. And finally, Govind Agrawal really hits the nail on the head here. He emphasizes that they're a reliable partner. And those key phrases, proactive approach and customer-first mindset, tell you everything. This isn't a company that waits for things to break. They're actively working to make sure everything runs smoothly. So when you put all of that together, the experience, the blueprint, the customer feedback, a really clear picture starts to form of what makes them different. It's not just about the technology they sell, it's how they do business. You can see it right in their process. It all starts with step 1, understand your pain points. They listen first, then they design a custom solution. But for me, step 3 is the real game changer: knowledge transfer. They don't just set it up and leave. They actually focus on educating and empowering your team so that the solution keeps delivering value long-term.
And all of this really boils down to their core philosophy. You see things like commitment equals delivery. That's not just a nice slogan, it's a promise. And this one, each customer is an ambassador. That tells you their whole business model. They're not chasing quick sales, they're building relationships that are meant to last.
Which brings us right back to where we started. BM Infotrade's whole mission is to design a better tomorrow for their clients. So I'll leave you with this question. Is your current IT partner truly designing your better tomorrow? Or are they just busy putting a Band-Aid on today's problems? Something to think about.